Hello student. Now in this last semester, that is in 6th semester, our 2 units belonging to physical are elementary quantum mechanics and 6th unit is related to the nuclear chemistry as well as electrochemistry. Now today we have to start elementary quantum mechanics. Now friends, first of all see about mechanics. Actually you must know classical mechanics as well as quantum mechanics. These both mechanics are very useful so far as study from chemistry and physics is concerned. Now classical mechanics. As you know, Newton's law of motion we studied in lower classes, Newton's law of motion. Now the branch of science which deals with the Newton's law of motion and the Maxwell's electromagnetic wave theory to explain the phenomena related to the motion and energy is classical mechanics. Everything clear? Now classical mechanics related to the Newton's law of motion, Newton's law and Maxwell's electromagnetic theory. These theories explain about motion and energy. We studied various laws of Newton's. You know the Maxwell's electromagnetic theory. Okay, means according to this theory, this light continuously emitted from the source. Now you know Newton's law. Best examples, fruit falling from tree on the earth. Okay, that laws, various 3 laws are there. Action and reaction, both are opposite and equal. All these laws of Newton's and Maxwell's electromagnetic theory explain about the motion and energy of the particle. This is a classical mechanics. Now see what is in the quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is related to the motion of the microparticles like atoms, protons and neutrons. Okay, if you have to study the motion of the microparticles like proton, neutrons, electrons present in the atom, okay, such a microscopic particle study is quantum mechanics. अभी आपको क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स चैप्टर में जो माइक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल्स है वो माइक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल्स लाइक प्रोटॉन, न्यूट्रॉन्स, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इनकी स्टडी करना है. दैट्स व्हाई द क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स इज अ ब्रांच ऑफ साइंस of a motion of the micro particles like atoms, electrons, protons and neutrons. Now in this way, this is about classical and quantum mechanics. Now there are some limitations for this classical mechanics. That's why the quantum mechanics came forward. Now what are the limitations of classical mechanics? Now classical mechanics, limitations of classical mechanics. Now classical mechanics cannot provide satisfactory explanation for black body radiation, as well as photoelectric effect. You know this phenomenon, photoelectric effect, as well as this classical mechanics cannot provide the information, or one can say satisfactory information about the heat capacities of solid, and also about the spectral studies, or also about, one can say, about the atomic and molecular spectra. It cannot provide atomic satisfactorily explanation for atomic and molecular spectroscopy or spectra, and cannot last, also cannot give the satisfactory explanation for the heat capacities of solid. Are you getting clear? समझ में आया? सबसे पहले अपन ने आज देखा क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स, मैक्सवेल्स इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक थ्योरी ऑफ रेडिएशन एंड न्यूटन्स लॉ बेस, जो स्टडी है एनर्जी एंड मोशन रिलेटेड, इट इज अ क्लासिकल. व्हाट इज अ क्वांटम? साइंस रिलेटेड टू स्टडी ऑफ माइक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल्स like electron, proton and all this thing is a quantum. Okay, why quantum came forward? Because there are some limitations to the classical. Which are these limitations of classical mechanics? Classical mechanics cannot explain the satisfactorily explanations for these black body radiation, photoelectric effect, then molecular and atomic spectra. It cannot explain the good explanation for heat capacities of solid. That's why the new science came forward, and that is the quantum mechanics. Now, what is the origin of quantum mechanics? After these limitations, now see origin of quantum mechanics. Now, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle and Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, as well as de Broglie's hypothesis, can be studied in this point. Now, see the origin of quantum mechanics. Now, the classical point of view is adequate for the object of appreciable size, and it is a quite unsatisfactory for the describe the behavior of atomic dimension particles like electrons, protons and so on. Therefore, it is necessary to have a new mechanics for the treatment of electron, as well as for the treatment of atomic nuclei like proton and neutrons. Now, the new mechanics takes into account a de Broglie hypothesis. You know de Broglie hypothesis? De Broglie hypothesis. De Broglie hypothesis, and second one is which dull nature, and it is related to the what is it called? It is called as a Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Okay, now that's why what is there, the new mechanics takes account of de Broglie's dual nature of matter, that is matter can exist as a wave as well as particle. This is dual nature, and this dual nature is de Broglie's hypothesis. Now what is the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle? When the particle like electron is in motion, okay, then if you have to measure both position and momentum simultaneously, it is not possible to measure simultaneously momentum and position of that moving particle. Is a Heisenberg's uncertainty. There is uncertainty. We cannot able to measure, or we cannot measure, or we are not able to measure both simultaneously position and momentum of a moving particle. It is important. Okay, this is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Now the exact position of such an orbiting electron around the nucleus cannot be given. Okay, we may explain it as there is a probability of finding the particle. Okay, what is there? There is a probability of finding the particle around the nucleus when you are saying its momentum or motion is velocity is so and so. Okay, means there is a probability. If we can determine position exactly, then we can probably say about its motion or momentum. If we measure its momentum accurately, then we can say probably about its position. Means both position and momentum of moving particle cannot be measured simultaneously. This is about the origin of the quantum mechanics. Now see next point, and very important point, one can say comparison between क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स एंड क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स. अभी तक के अपन ने जो पॉइंट देखे क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स और क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स के बारे में, वो पॉइंट्स यूज करके अपन को अभी डिफरेंशिएशन बिटवीन क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स एंड क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स, और वन कैन से कंपैरिजन बिटवीन क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स एंड क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स, ये स्टडी करना है. टुडेज लास्ट पॉइंट, क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स एंड क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स में कंपैरिजन. देखो पहला वाला पॉइंट आपको मालूम है, न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ मोशन एंड मैक्सवेल्स इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक थ्योरी बेस्ड साइंस इज अ क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स. नाउ क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स. Quantum mechanics is based on Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle as well as de Broglie hypothesis. Okay. Again, second and very important point. This classical mechanics is a study of macroscopic. It is macroscopic, means on large level. Means we can see with our naked eyes how fruit is falling from tree on the earth. This is macro. We are able to see with our naked eyes. Now this study is related to the microscopic, means we have to use the microscope to study electrons, protons or such a nuclei in the atoms. Okay, that's why it is related to macroscopic study. Now next point is nothing but this deals with, or one can say this classical mechanics, according to classical mechanics, the position and the velocity for the momentum or of the particle which is in motion is defined precisely and simultaneously. Position and momentum. Position and momentum of body can be determined precisely and one can say simultaneously. Okay, because this is classical mechanics. Okay, according to classical mechanics, the position and the velocity of a moving particle can be described precisely, तंतोतंत, ओके, एंड साइमल्टेनियसली. साइमल्टेनियस आपको मालूम है, साइमल्टेनियस अपन खाना खाते हैं तो अपन सांस भी लेते हैं. ओके, मतलब ये प्रोसेस साइमल्टेनियस चालू है, खाना खाना भी और सांस भी लेना. ओके, दिस इज साइमल्टेनियस. ऐसा कोई बॉडी मोशन में है, ओके, तो क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स क्या बोलता है, उसकी पोजीशन एंड मोमेंटम वी कैन डिटरमाइन. ओके, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू क्लासिकल, अकॉर्डिंग टू quantum mechanics, it gives the probability of finding the particle. It gives probability. Okay, means if the particle is in motion, you have to find out position. You may find position accurately, but you can say that its velocity is probably so and so, or its velocity is accurately measured, we can say its position is probably so and so. Means it gives the probability of finding the particle which is in motion. Particle which is in motion. Now the next point is that this classical mechanics is based on the Maxwell's electromagnetic wave theory, according to which the energy is emitted or absorbed continuously. What is fourth point? This classical mechanics is based on the Maxwell's theory, according to which the light absorbed or emitted from body is continuously. Okay, continuously. But here, according to quantum theory, this quantum theory explained on the basis of Planck's quantum theory. Quantum, or according to Planck's theory, here we may write it is based on Heisenberg's and Planck's quantum theory. Okay, Planck's quantum theory, in short, Planck's quantum theory. According to this Planck's quantum theory, this energy absorbed or emitted by body is not in a continuous manner. There is a discrete packets or bundles of energy. ओके, जैसा कि अपन बोलते हैं, अपने पास में एक आदि बॉडी है, वो बॉडी पे लाइट फॉल किया. ओके, तो वो बॉडी क्या करेगी, लाइट एब्जॉर्ब करेंगी अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वांटम थ्योरी. और लाइट एब्जॉर्ब करने के बाद में जो एनर्जी वहाँ पर इंसिडेंट होने के बाद में क्या होने वाली है, रिफ्लेक्ट होने वाली है. तो रिफ्लेक्ट कैसा होगा, नॉट कंटिन्यूसली, एब्जॉर्प्शन चालू कंटिन्यूसली इमिशन चालू, वैसा नहीं होगा. क्वांटम थ्योरी बोलती है एब्जॉर्प्शन होने के बाद में स्मॉल पैकेट्स और बंडल्स के फॉर्म में वो बॉडी एनर्जी इमिट करेंगे या ऑब्जर्व करेंगे. यहाँ पर वैसा नहीं, इधर क्या बोलते हैं, बोथ आर साइमल्टेनियस. नाउ हियर वी मे stop here now, because we seen today what is in elementary quantum mechanics. In elementary quantum mechanics, first of all, you know mechanics. Okay, two main mechanics, classical and quantum. Classical based on the motion and on the electromagnetic, Maxwell's electromagnetic theory. Quantum based on the Planck's quantum theory, Heisenberg's principle, and one can say de Broglie hypothesis. That is Planck's quantum theory. According to Planck's quantum theory, when light is absorbed or emitted body, it is not continuous in a continuous manner. It absorbs or emitted in discrete packets or small bundles or packets of energy. Now after this is quantum mechanics is applicable to microscopic particle. It is macroscopic. It can explain a position and momentum precisely and simultaneously. Here it gives the probability of finding the particle. Okay, we may stop here now. Thank you very much.